It's not a fear thing for me. I guess I find some people more scary than animals.
Sunlight breaking through the trees, whispers carried on the breeze, footsteps crunching, hearts ignite, feel the earth is breathing, feel the wild it's calling. Into the wild we run, we roam, find the forest, feel at home. Into the wild, hearts alive, where the roots and sky collide.
Hello, and welcome to the Outdoor Mama Podcast. I'm your host, Jess,
I'm Jen.
And I'm Pam.
and we're three friends who just want to encourage other moms and other parents to get outside and explore with their kids. Little background information, we're going to talk a little bit about how we all met each other. So, Pam, let's start with how we met, since it was so long ago now.
Yeah, all I remember is that it was in elementary school, but I
Yeah.
don't remember, like, when or exactly how. Do you?
Not exactly. I remember that your sister and I were in a 2-3 split class.
Right.
So I would have been in grade 2, and your sister would have been in grade 3.
Yeah, and so
So-
I would have been in
Grade 1?
grade 1. Yeah. That makes
Wow,
sense.
so 30
Long time.
years we've known each other?
We don't need to talk about it.
Shh, I never said that. And then Jen and I, we met 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. 2021.
Almost 4 years ago. In February, it'll be 4 years.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I had just found out I was pregnant and you did some real quick pregnancy math. Like the first conversation I had with you.
totally forgot about that. Jen said she was pregnant, and I asked how far.
Yeah.
You told me.
I don't remember where I was at, but I remember you had a real quick answer. And it was very
Did
suspicious.
you tell me weeks, and I guessed your due date?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. No one else knew it at the time, but I was pregnant. Which is how I so quickly did Jen's math, because we were due 5 weeks apart.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, 6 weeks apart.
Something like that.
6 weeks apart. But our babies ended up being born 2 weeks apart.
Wild.
Yeah.
And Jen and I we met at work.
Yeah.
And I was not supposed to be working with Jen. I was hired as a snowboard coach before I found out I was pregnant. And then I had pregnancy complications and got put on like light work duty.
Yeah.
So we spent a whole winter working together pregnant.
Yeah.
And if you work where we work, 2 pregnant people are not the best combination. There's a lot of things you can't do.
Yeah. It was tricky. But we had fun.
We had fun. And it led to a great friendship, and now our kids are 2 weeks apart, and they're besties, and
Yeah, it worked out. And
yes,
me
there's
and-
an upside to pregnancy complications.
And I don't remember when we met, but me and you, Jen,
Yeah.
met at the track.
Yeah, we ended up being on the board together.
Yeah, you were already on the board for a while before I started, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then,
I
yeah,
was
I
like-
remember just being like, this girl's cool.
Right? And I'm like, yes, another girl who rides dirt bikes. Yeah.
And then it was funny then that when I got pregnant and found out that you guys knew each other, I don't even know how we all started talking at that point then.
No, I think I realized that you guys were friends on Facebook, and I'm like, what? You guys know each other? Like, you guys are both so cool.
But we didn't actually hang out with you while we were pregnant.
No, it was later. It was after.
It wasn't
babies
until
came.
all the babies were born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember finding out that you guys were pregnant and being like, this is wild that we're like pregnant around the same time.
Yeah.
That, like, we knew each other, were in the same kind of things. But outside of that, yeah, it wasn't until later that we're like, we need buddies to do fun things with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not from here, so I legit didn't expect to have any friends pregnant at the same time as me. So I was stoked.
And I've always had all dude friends, so I never expected to have any friends to be pregnant with ever. So
Fair.
me and my husband were both stoked that you two were pregnant at the same time as me.
I love it.
And didn't we all get married around the same time too?
I think
actually?
Pam beat us a little bit, but
Okay.
Yeah, what year were you guys?
21.
Oh, yeah, it was 2020.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jen and I
close,
had
though.
very similar weddings and similar wedding dresses,
Yeah.
like less than a month apart, and we didn't know each other at all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at our wedding dress, hers is like the long sleeve version of mine.
Yeah. Both mountain weddings.
Like elopement,
Yeah.
small wedding in the mountains.
That is funny.
Yeah.
I literally, like, got engaged and bought my dress, like, 2 weeks later. I didn't even have a single plan for the wedding. I thought I was going to have this big, full wedding, and I was like, yeah, I'm buying a big, beautiful dress, and it's going to be wonderful. And then I bought the dress, and then we decided to elope. And I was like, well, no one's ever going to see my pretty dress.
But the pictures,
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta wear it, you gotta feel great that day, and then you have beautiful pictures from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and now I just want to put it on every day.
I've had that thought a lot lately too.
I have a friend who used to put hers on every year on their anniversary.
I have a friend who does that.
That's cute.
I don't
I like that.
think...
I wouldn't
Like,
fit.
I know for a fact that right now, I would not fit in my wedding dress.
Yeah, and I don't want to put that pressure on myself each
No,
year.
that would be a huge disappointment.
But hers is cool because it has like the lace up in the back, so it's like if you do change, then it doesn't.
sweet.
I'm thinking mine I could technically get into because it's backless.
Oh yeah,
It only did up around the neck and my very lower back.
yeah.
Just above my butt. So,
nice. Okay, we might have to all try this at some point
yeah.
when we're all comfortable. Anyways,
Anyway, moving on. This is not a podcast about weddings. We're going to get into a little bit about how we got started with our adventures and what led us into an adventure lifestyle. So, Jen, you want to start with us? What kind of adventures did you do growing up? How did you get started in the outdoors?
yeah, sure. So I grew up in a very small remote town in the middle of the forest, so there wasn't a lot else to do but to be outside enjoying the outdoors. So me and my brother did a lot of dirt biking in the summer, skidooing in the winter, fishing, swimming, building forts, riding bikes, doing all the things outside.
Nice. And then, after, as you grew up, what did you decide?
So,
What did you decide to do with your life at 18 years old?
well, that led me to a career in the travel industry, partly because I love to explore, partly because I wanted to get as far away from my hometown as possible. So, yeah, I worked in a lot of different roles, but my kind of longest stint that I did, I operated my own business for 11 years. So I was an adventure travel consultant. So I got to help plan customized tours for families and groups and couples, and it was amazing. I got to work from home and go on hikes with my dog whenever I needed a break. And I got to work with some really cool people and plan some pretty epic adventures, like from scratch.
I remember being in college and learning that there was like a travel and hospitality degree of some sort, and I was so mad that I didn't know that before I applied to college.
As soon as I learned that exists, I like literally saved pennies in a beer bubba because I was 18 and
And pennies existed.
yeah. And that's how I paid for my travel and tourism diploma.
Amazing.
I love it.
And tell us about now. What does your family life look like?
Yeah, so now I'm married and we have a 3-year-old boy and an 11-year-old dog. So we've been enjoying the outdoors with the boys forever, really. As soon as I could walk after having Hendrix, we were outside doing little walks around the house. Now that he's a bit older, we love fishing, hiking, kayaking, riding dirt bikes, backcountry camping, and yeah, we try and do all the things outside.
Nice. Love that. Pam, how did you get started as a kid? What kind of adventures and outdoorsy things did you do?
So, I didn't do as much as you guys, for sure. My family, we just kind of did we did camping with family, and then we spent a lot of time playing in like the prairie behind my childhood home. And I felt like that was just kind of like, it felt a little bit wild back there. No supervision, just like out in the prairie and trees and stuff and just getting into trouble. And then I'd also go down to Montana in the summers. And my cousins lived in like a cabin in the woods. And it was the coolest
Amazing.
thing. Yeah. I just remember every time we went there, like I wanted to spend so much time with my cousins. Like I thought they were so cool. They had way less rules than we did. And they could just go outside, out the door, and just go do what they want. Like go hiking, go down to the, as they call it, the creek. And yeah, a lot of water stuff, like exploring the woods. I'm pretty sure they had dirt bikes when they were super young. And I think I tried it at that point, but didn't do a whole lot of it. And then, yeah, that was kind of really it until I was an adult. Then I started to kind of realize I wanted to spend more time outdoors and went hiking and learned to dirt bike and yeah.
Snowboard.
And snowboard, yeah, I guess I always forget that. I started snowboarding when I was in grade 5 and I loved that. Yeah, worked at some ski hills, couple seasons. That was another thing I was going to add about how we met is not how we met. We missed each other at 2 different jobs.
Yeah. We worked at the same place. 2 different places.
Yeah.
But not at the same time.
No.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, golf courses and ski hills.
So yes, outdoor adventures have become our life.
Yeah.
I love it. Tell us about your background, education. What do you do?
So I went to school for software development. So I work in IT, information technology. I don't technically do software development now. I do system admin and architecture work. But I've been doing that for about 15 years now, I think, which is wild. But yeah, I love it and I love technology, but I feel like I'm always sitting in front of a computer and always sitting down. So I think that's also why I try to really get outside more to compensate for all of that.
Also, this podcast would not happen without Pam because she's the only one who can do anything technical here.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
She is the background magician.
Yes.
Tell us about what your family looks like right now.
So I have an amazing husband, and we started off with a dog, which was great to help figure out how to communicate and take care of another being.
So true.
Yes. And then after that, we had our first daughter, who's 3 years old. And then now we have a 6-month-old boy. Yeah, we just like to get out together and camp and do a lot of fun stuff.
You guys do lots of hiking. Kids,
yeah, bringing the kids hiking, the camping, snowboarding. Yeah, trying to just find all of the activities that we can do outdoors.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
So Jess, how did you get started enjoying the outdoors?
As a kid, we were always camping and hiking. I feel like most of my childhood memories come from camping or hiking. I started skiing at 8, switched to snowboarding when I was about 11 or 12. We were riding quads on the farm all the time, my uncle's farm. we did lots of bike rides as a kid, and like, I don't like bikes as an adult. Bikes are scary. Biking is scary. But number one, like, my mom has always had a garden my entire life. So like when I was a kid, our backyard was like 1/2 garden pretty much. And we were always picking and growing things and just hands in the dirt, feet in the dirt. Like I was just barefoot running around in the backyard. Yeah. And then actually I grew up near Pam. So we also had this empty prairie field behind our house and running and playing out there. And yeah.
Nice. And so what is your background and kind of expertise now these days?
Oh, I took early learning and childcare, my diploma. So like daycare, preschool, that kind of stuff. I finished that and I decided I wasn't really ready to go into work full time yet. I didn't want to do that. So I decided to go back to school and I did elementary education, got my degree there. I've worked with special needs kids for over a decade. I was a nanny for about 6 years, and I've been a snowboard coach and instructor for, what year is it? 2015? Okay, so
2025, not 2015.
Oh, yeah. 15 years.
Okay. Okay.
15 years since I got my coach certification, so
Oh.
I don't know, maybe 17 years since I started coaching or instructing.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so I've worked with kids in a huge variety of places.
Love it.
Oh, I guess I didn't even mention, I did teach in a school after I got my education degree, too.
Right.
I was in schools for 5 years until I had my son.
Nice. This is why Jess has all the best kids' activities.
I just show up and have the activities.
Here you go, kids!
So, Jess, what's your family life looking like these days?
Right now, I just have my lovely husband and my adorable little boy and a feral cat. Yeah. She doesn't like anybody. Yeah, we do a lot of hiking, a lot of camping, snowboarding, snowshoeing, swimming, paddleboarding, kayaking, whatever we can get up to.
Nice. All the things.
What's your favorite adventure that you've been on with your family?
Oh, this is a tough one, but I would have to say that our first international trip with our baby was probably my favorite. We went to Costa Rica, and I had been wanting to go there for so long, so I had planned so many trips there for people and had never been myself. So I never imagined for it to be with a 5-month-old, but it was the best trip. We were a little bit worried with the plane ride and like just still figuring out how to be parents, really. And then he ended up being like a dream baby on that trip, like slept so good. We had a really sweet place with a pool like right outside our door, so he loved hanging out in the pool. We'd go for a swim like morning, night, watch the monkeys in the trees and the iguanas fighting around the room in the pool. He got to try his first foods in Costa Rica, so like mangoes and bananas and all the good stuff. We went on like jungle and volcano hikes. We got to go to some markets and enjoy some live music, and we just pretty much carried him everywhere along the beaches, and it was awesome.
If I remember correctly, you guys missed the last swimming lessons
Yeah, that's right.
On your trip, right?
We did, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they had just finished swimming lessons as you guys were going.
Yeah. And then spent so much time in the pool in
Which is
Costa
perfect
Rica.
timing, really.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then we had like a 3-minute walk to the beach so we could like dip his little toes in the ocean daily too, and that was awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. What about you, Jess?
my original answer was going to be a very, very cold, snowy hike.
I know the hike.
A sunrise hike. But I actually think it was the first time we took him kayaking as a family. Because convincing my husband to do outside things is kind of difficult sometimes. He's not a super outdoorsy person, but on a kayak, like anything with water, he's in. So convincing him to go on a kayak was great. And then Arrow was, I think, just over a year old when we went the first time. And he fell asleep as soon as we got in the kayak and slept the whole time.
Amazing.
Like, he just sat on my lap in his little life jacket, and I could pretty much rest his head on the edge of the kayak. And I just got to sit while my husband paddled us around the lake.
Amazing.
Because I couldn't paddle with the baby in my lap.
Yeah.
So, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a dream.
That is awesome.
Pam, what about you? What's your favorite adventure you've done with your kids?
Definitely going to Europe. Yeah, we knew we wanted to travel while my husband was on parental leave. And so we planned his parental leave when we could get my daughter's passport. And then we, had to get our passport like right away. And then wait for everything and book and get it all figured out. It was a lot of craziness. But she ended up turning 3 months old at Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany. And
Coolest 3-month-old ever.
Right?
it was epic. It was so much fun. And just being able to travel around. We went to Europe for 3 weeks. We took a stroller, 2 backpacks, and baby carriers.
Nice.
And it was, hard to pack for like when you barely know how to parent yet.
Right?
And know what you actually need. But it was really cool to go through that. And then lots of memories. And she actually had her first giggle when we landed in Rome.
Aww.
Amazing.
It was so cool. We were in the airport and she had been like getting super close, and then we landed and we're like I think we just sat down and we're like connecting to the Wi-Fi or something. And so I was on my phone and Colton's trying to talk to her and like amuse her and stuff. And all of a sudden she just started giggling so hard.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Happy traveler.
Now, okay, you traveled to Europe. You went to Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
Both of your babies good travelers?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, I found like those early stages, like I would say 3 months for me was ideal because they are still little potatoes.
Yeah. They don't do anything.
Like eat, sleep, poop.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And she was a good sleeper by then. So
Nice. Yeah. My little one's always traveled well, like in the car. We've done long road trips. He's been fine. But one of my friends, her kid, as soon as she even thought about putting him in the car seat, he would start crying. And I was like, I don't know how you did anything. Like, how do you go to the grocery store? Or anything like that. So
that would be hard.
it's helpful having babies who are good travelers.
Yeah. I feel like we really tried to just make driving such like a normal thing and just keep it calm and relaxed. And I feel like it really helped with both kids now. They travel really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So what can our listeners expect to hear from us?
So we will be sharing a lot of our adventures in the outdoors with our kiddos, sharing some tips to hopefully help other moms get outside with their littles and enjoy. And dads, of course. Yep.
Parents in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen and I are going to combine our child development, education, and travel adventure expertise and help you see the benefits in traveling and getting outside with your kids. Because there are so many great benefits, not only for the kids, but for all the parents as well.
Yeah. It's not just all about fun. I forget that sometimes.
I mean, fun's important.
Yeah.
But there's so much more to it, too.
And I'll bring the average mom perspective because I don't have any schooling in that type of stuff.
So at the end of each episode, we're going to answer a listener question. So I think Jen has this week's question.
Yeah, I've actually been asked this question quite a few times, so I thought it'd be good to throw in here because I'm sure some other people are wondering the same thing. So the question was, are you scared? And just to give it a bit of context, it was, to be a little more specific, it was about being outdoors and hiking in the forest where there's some predators out there, like cougars.
No, I've never been scared, but I've also grown up around this area. I know the animals. I know that cougars are the most dangerous thing in our forests around here. I also know that they're nocturnal, and you're probably never going to see them during the day. I've been going to this area, like exploring in this area for 30 some years. And I've never actually seen a cougar in the wild. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos, I've seen prints, I've seen their dens. I've never actually seen a cougar or even heard one. It's not a fear thing for me. I guess I find some people more scary than animals.
Fair.
Yeah. Animals don't have ulterior motives.
True.
They want food and they want to protect their young.
Yeah.
As long as you're not in the way of either of those things, you're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I don't remember ever being scared to go outside in the forest, especially, because, like I said, that's where I grew up. And I did have encounters with predators as a kid a few times, and I just knew to give them their space and respect them, and I never had any scary situations other than just seeing them out in the wild as a small child.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt.
Yeah.
So did your parents, like, explain to you on, like, how to behave and stuff? Because that's something that I always wonder, like, do they just kind of send you out?
I actually just as Jen was talking, I realized my scariest hiking moment happened when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I was with my mom.
Oh, yeah. I've heard this story.
Yeah, because my mom and I and my younger brother were hiking in Waterton, and we were hiking up a trail and came around a corner and we saw Mama Bear.
Unless you saw a mom.
Saw a Mama Bear. And in my memory, there's a cub, but I would have been like 4 or 5, so who knows how accurate that memory is. But yeah, Mom's like, oh, there's a bear. Let's just back up. She didn't overreact, so I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, cute, a bear.
Yeah.
I still think, oh, cute, a bear. They're my favorite. But
Yeah. And then how about you, Jen?
Yeah, my mom wasn't very outdoorsy, but I feel like she probably grilled me on, like, being careful. I don't remember it,
okay.
but I'm sure there must have been something.
Yeah.
Either from her or, like, my dad, who's, like, a fisher, hunter, like, spends every possible second he can outside. He definitely taught me how to be safe in general, so I don't remember any, like, specifics. Which is kind of funny, because I, like, literally had the forest across my driveway, where bears obviously lived, and the creek was right beside us, so that's where they got water and fish.
So it was just a normal part of your everyday life.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a concern, it was just what we were used to.
You just grew up being aware.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That awareness was just, like, built into you.
Yeah, you be aware, you look out for your friends, don't leave anybody behind, and
now those,
and
like, safety
respect.
things are just kind of automatic,
Yeah.
I guess.
Which is part of the reason it's so important to get your kids outside, so that they learn that those skills young. And it just becomes a second nature to them, and they don't have to think, oh no, what do I need to go to the woods?
Yeah.
Like, what might happen?
Or what do I do if I see a bear or a cougar? Like, I feel like I already knew that
Yeah.
to some extent as a kid, because when I think about every time that I ran into something like that, I reacted in the right way to be safe. So there must have been something there. I just don't remember. But even now, like if I'm going to a new place and I'm not as familiar with what's around, then I might just do a little more research. And like, it's a little corny, but if you're prepared, then you're not scared. Is the way I think of it. Like, yeah.
I like that.
Nice. Pam?
Um,
What about you?
yeah, I have definitely had some fear. I think because a lot of it feels very unknown to me, then I'm always like, I tend to also over Google everything. And so before doing new things, I'm always just trying to like look things up and trying to educate myself on something when I go somewhere. So I think when I end up going to do new activities, by the time I'm there, I'm not as scared. But like leading up to it, I feel like I end up having like moments where I'm like, is this going to be like too tough to do like with kids, or like should we be saving this for later? And then I always have to tell myself like, no, you just have to figure out the information, and then when you're there you work through it with the people that you're with. And I find even when I started hiking with you guys, I feel like I always had questions for you guys. Like there's some things that we'd come across and I'd be like, wait, how did you know about that? Or like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
I actually, because you front wore baby for so long.
Yeah.
And I remember when Jen and I switched the boys to the back, and the one time, like, I put him in the carrier. You saw me put him on my back. And you're like, how did you get him on your back?
Yeah, I'm like, that was like magic.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just little things like that. Like,
yeah. I think that's huge too with the people that you go with. Like, just to like, there's no stupid questions.
No, absolutely
so it's like
not.
Just if you're wondering something, just ask it. And I feel like at first I used to be like a bit nervous about that when I'd go and do new things. But I think especially when you're like with people that you're comfortable with, it's a lot easier to just like ask those questions.
Yeah.
And I think that's my number one tip for parents.
Yeah.
Is like, if you're nervous to do something, drag a friend along with you.
Yeah.
Like, whether they have a kid or not, like, just make a friend come. Even if they're also scared, there's safety in numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Figure it out together.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably even more beneficial if they don't have a kid, because then they can help you carry it when you get tired. Like, switch off.
All the extra hands.
Yeah. But also, you know, more kids, they interact and have fun together, and they get an even deeper meaning from it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anything else you ladies want to add? Are we good to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're good to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
excited for how this podcast is going to go, and I hope the listeners really like it.
Yeah, I'm excited for what's to come.
Me too. This is our first one, by the way, so pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Bye. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Outdoor Mama Podcast to stay up to date and get more tips and tricks for all the adventures with your little ones.
Leave